Yeah, g'day everyone. So Rocky Kiwi Rider here. Just thought I'd do just a little bit of a rundown on some of the gear that I've using for my rides. Sort of in March now here in New Zealand, and it's now starting to get a little bit cooler. I've been riding over summer. I actually primarily rode the Ryker over winter. When I first bought the bike, just under a year ago, it was coming into our winter, or not far off our winter, around about the same time as now, as April. So as I say, primarily most of my riding was done through the winter months. So yeah, I sort of bought a few bit of gear for that, especially that one over here, this one here, which I'll talk about in a tick. So yeah, I just thought I'd go over a little bit of what I'm riding, what I'm wearing while I'm riding. It's pretty basic stuff. I don't have expensive gear. That's not what it's about for me. I mean, I just need gear that works. It is still motorcycle gear, some of it, not all of it. But what I use certainly does me, bar one thing, which I'll talk about sort of near the end, which I need to probably look at changing. But anyway, I'll go over first what I got for winter, which was this one here, which I bought from a place called Leather Direct, which is in a sort of Church Corner, Riccarton area here in Christchurch. And they supply lots of motorcycle gear, actually, and leather gear and what have you. It's armour plated, or armour padded back support. Got shoulders and down in the elbows as well. This is super warm, really, really nice. I layer up underneath all my gear anyway through winter, so I won't talk about all that because it's just thermals and it's all rather boring. I mean, that just does me. As long as I layer up underneath this sort of winter gear, I'm 100% fine. I don't need any more than that, as it certainly did me over the winter months while I was riding. Same Leather Direct, I got these jeans, which are the only ones that fitted me. Funnily enough, from there, they do the job. And once again, they've got pads here in the knees and in the hips as well, on both sides. I know people look at this and go, oh, hang on a minute, you ride a Ryker, it's 3 wheels, why are you worried about falling off? Well, I'm not, but I'm still worried about if something did happen. I'm still going to hit the road. I don't have a car around me, so I still want to be armoured up, geared up and protected. So I'm cool with that. That's just what I want to do. I'm not going to ride around if I can help it. Not very often, unless I'm just sort of chirping around the streets quietly in a t-shirt and jeans. But generally, I'm always going to be in this gear if I'm going for a proper ride. I don't really want to be getting on the bike without being in the right sort of gear or decent gear. But anyway, in winter, yeah, that's sort of what I used with the base layers underneath. Was the winter hoodie from Leather Direct, and the jeans here, which I wear all year round, and they're fine as long as I wear, as I say, a thermal sort of layer or something underneath these. 100% fine. They're really good, and that's what I wear sort of in winter time and lay it up. And as far as wet weather jacket goes, it's hilarious. This jacket here is from when I went to the 2005 Melbourne Grand Prix. Now, I still fit this, which is quite unbelievable, but I do. I still fit this fine. Like, it is a fantastic jacket. It is probably not anything special as far as motorcyclists go, or motorcycle riders would think, but they've got their own gear. But this here does me fine. I rode it recently in pouring rain for over an hour, and this thing kept me really, really dry. It's just a branded Formula One, their logo, and I think it was the Mercedes. Yeah, I didn't support Mercedes, but I really like this jacket, so I bought the Mercedes jacket from the merchandise store in Melbourne when we went to the Grand Prix. And that, as I say, that's lasted me all these years. I mean, it's crazy. Like, what's that, 8-9 years? Just, it's madness that it would actually be still that good and does the job that well. But as I say, it kept me dry when my latest ride in the pouring rain. And I've got wet weather trousers, which I just have in the front of the Ryker, which I keep with me. And that and this over my either winter gear does the job. I don't need any more than that, and it kept me super dry. So yeah, that was absolutely brilliant. And then come summertime, I still obviously have those jeans there that I'm wearing, but my summer riding jacket, which is as faded as anything now, probably needed a really good wash for all the riding. But anyway, this is this Oxford brand, and I got this Oxford brand. Yep, see, Oxford brand, and it's, once again, it's got the padding, armour padding there in the back, shoulders, elbows, and it's got this little wee motif there for Oxford. I got this from a motorcycle shop, Casbolt's, here in Christchurch. Gasson Street, I think they're on there, corner of Gasson or near the corner of Gasson and Brome and Christchurch. Casbolt's motorcycles. I actually bought the wet weather overpants from there as well. And a guy actually, because I sort of explained what I wanted, and I was actually looking at the sort of checked armoured motorcycle sort of, well, they almost look like bush shirts, or bush shirts will come hoodies, but mainly sort of bush shirts, but they're actually armoured as well, because I'm not really into the leather gear as such. It's not really my style. And he actually pointed me towards this and said he actually has one. He rides a sport bike, but he actually has this one as well. And he said, really cool, really good jacket. And yeah, he's right. It's just a fantastic jacket. It's got, like, you know, it's got a little wee, wee pocket in here for your phone or anything else you want to put in there. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. It's a great jacket, and it's got little wee hooks here to go over your belt to keep everything, you know, tight to your body if need be. But I mean, I don't use that, but I certainly, that jacket's just fantastic. It's been great over summer period. So yeah, so that one there is say from Casbolt's Motorcycles. Shout out to them. They were brilliant. And as I say, I'm glad that guy pointed me towards that, because this jacket, as I say, it's got a bit of a, I suppose you'd call it a patina to it now, but like a motorcycle itself or a car. But I like it. It's old school, and that's pretty cool. So yeah, so I'm really happy with that. And then we come to the boots. There's nothing special about these boots. I bought these boots from the warehouse here in New Zealand, which Australians also know as the warehouse. I think the equivalent to the States would be Primark, maybe, something like that. Target, well, Target, we got, Target would probably be it. So yeah, something like that would probably be the equivalent where you could buy this sort of stuff. And I mean, they're only about $60, $59.95, $60. They are leather with steel cap on them. I don't need, I don't need any other boot than this, because it keeps me warm enough and dry enough. And I'm not changing gears. I probably wouldn't want a steel cap and a sticker boot as that if I was, still gear changing, because I've used these when I had a quad bike, and they actually weren't that nice, because that was a manual quad bike, sort of a racing quad bike that I had reasonably recently. Bit of an old school one, but she was pretty quick and nasty. But I wore these, and changing gear, it just wasn't great. No real feeling to them, so I don't really like them for that. But because the Ryker is automatic, I don't have to worry about that, so it didn't really bother me. So yeah, so those boots do me fine. I don't need anything more than that, and I'll probably just get another pair when these ones are, they're already a bit scuffed up. But once again, I kind of like that. I don't like all this brand new stuff. So yeah, they're well scuffed up from use. So yeah, those boots will do me fine for another little while. Then I'll just buy another pair like that, very similar to that. So yeah, so those are my boots that I wear, and I just wear thermal socks under them. I've never ever, over the winter months when I rode, I did not ever have freezing cold toes and feet and all that. Like, my feet were dry and they were warm. So I've never had frozen toes or anything, or frozen feet from really cold rides. But the same cannot be said for these. So they're not winter gloves, so I understand that. I bought these from, actually, I just like the look of them. They were a bit darker than this when I first bought them. But yeah, from Leather Direct as well, which I bought I think I pointed out before, I bought that and that from Leather Direct. Yeah, so I bought these gloves from Leather Direct as well. And they were fine. I mean, a few things have happened. Zips have broken them, which was not 100% great, but there you go. Yeah, they broke off, and I still use them though, because they Velcro over, so they were fine. Well worn, well used now. But they weren't a winter glove, and I got that, and boy, did I pay for it over the winter months when I rode with them, because my hands were frozen. which anyone will understand who's ridden motorbikes or anything like that. When you're out in inclement weather, it's your hands. And, you know, as I say, my hands were frozen on the bike. So, yeah, I just need to look at getting... I have looked around, but I'm sort of undecided on what I want to do. And I just want a basic glove. I don't want anything hugely expensive, but it's obviously got to be a winter riding glove, which is going to keep my hands as warm as... I don't want heated grips and wire my bike up for all that, because I don't have that on the bike. You can get aftermarket stuff for that, but I don't want to chuck all that sort of aftermarket wiring and gear on the bike. That's not what I want to do. So I'd much rather just go with the glove. So I know you can get gloves with their own like external battery that sits in there, which actually heats the glove up. Now, I don't know how good they are. I mean, I've looked them up and everything, and I've sort of ummed and ahed about the idea of doing that, but as I say, I don't want to pay a huge amount of money, because most of my gear is, you know, pretty reasonably priced, nothing too ridiculously expensive, but does the job. So I just want a good set of winter gloves. Now, I have looked around, but I'm sort of undecided on what I'm going to do, and winter is coming, so I'm going to have to make a decision sooner or later. But if anyone's got any ideas or what have you, they have a good glove that they use, which is reasonably priced, it's not silly. It's got to be sort of dark colour, you know, sort of like most of my stuff is reasonably dark coloured. I'm not into bright colours, so yeah, dark colour, and is for winter riding. Keep my hands as toasty and warm as I possibly can. Yeah, just chuck a comment in the comment section to this video, and yeah, just give me any idea or pointers of what you use or what you think is a good one or what you've heard about is good as far as gloves go, and well, I'll have a look. I've already looked at some anyway, but I'm just... me being me, I'm just a little bit undecided at the moment what I want to do. So yeah, because that's the one thing I want to sort is my hands, because they were pretty much stuck on the handlebars. They were so cold over the winter periods, but I persevered and did a few rides. Boy, I'd like to change that. So as I say, anyone that's ridden bikes will know that's kind of what you want to sort out. So if anyone's got any ideas, just let me know. And then finally we come to the LS2 helmet, which I use. That's an LS2 Evo Stream, or Stream Evo helmet. Stream Evo? Let's have a look. I think it's Stream Evo. Stream Evo. Yep, LS2 Stream Evo with, yeah, it's got a line and everything that comes out. Internal liner that comes out, and it's got the flip down. I'll try and do this with one hand if I can. I'll just excuse the camera. Yeah, it's got a flip down sunglass thing here, which goes up and down for the sunglasses down. I really like that idea. That's really cool. So when it's not so dark, I can just flip them up and just ride around normally, and then flip them down when I need to have the sunglass part down. And it's a great helmet, but when I got this, it fitted really nice. It's a large, and I tried the medium on of this, exactly the same helmet, and it just seemed overly tight. You know, at the time it seemed really overly tight, and when I rode my quad bike, I had a really nice fitting Oakley helmet. But even the medium helmet of this LS2 just seemed really tight. And I thought, oh no, I'll go to the large, and the large was kind of good. And I thought, oh yeah, this is all right. But over time, I don't know whether the inner is sort of pushed out more, you know, because I've had it off and on so much, and that it just seems to have got looser. And you know, you always want to have a really, really nice fitting helmet. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's kind of on that limit that it needs to be a bit tighter. So this helmet here, I'm going to make my winter helmet. So thankfully, to keep the cost down, I'm not having to buy another helmet straight away, because I'll be wearing balaclavas and everything underneath. This helmet will probably fit fine for a bit, but I am going to get another one. I do like the LS2, and I do like this Stream Evo, so I may have to persevere and get the medium one, and I'm pretty sure it'll do the same thing where the inner will push out just a wee bit, get a bit softer, and sort of, you know, mold to the face a bit better, where everything will fit right. So I just think I have to persevere with that, because or I go to another brand helmet and other type of helmet. But I do like this helmet, and it was in the right sort of area as far as cost goes, so that's why I got this one. So I do kind of want to stick with the same one. And I like that option of the sunglasses flipping down. I know you do get them in other brands, but yeah, for me, that does fine. So I may go to that. But right now, it'll do me for winter riding, because I'll just chuck the balaclava underneath. But anyway, that's pretty much what I ride with. The gear that I ride over the top, as I say, short of my base layers, which no one needs to really ramble on about that for you, because it's pretty boring. And hopefully you haven't found this too boring, or you've got a few ideas of what you would ride in, what you may try yourself, or not want to go anywhere near and go, no way, I'm not riding in that gear. But as I say, I ride in this, and that's what I enjoy riding in. So it's done me fine, it's protected me fine, and it's generally kept me pretty warm or pretty cool, depending on the jacket and the season, for riding, except those. So that's the only thing I want to sort, the gloves. So yeah, I'll get that sorted for the winter coming up. But anyway, thanks folks for listening in and my rambling on and on and on about stuff, but just thought I'd give you a bit of a rundown, and I'll catch you on the next ride. Hoping to do a ride through to the top of a small road that goes near Little River Township, just out of Christchurch, and then goes up to the top, which is the hill, like the hilltop, as you're going over towards a little wee French type township called Akaroa. But won't first go into Akaroa. I'll just do that one ride, which used to be called the well known as like the Christchurch GP. It was a pretty quick ride back in the day. I think anyone who's been into cars or motorbikes or anything has done that road pretty quick over the years, me included. So yeah, I'm going to do that ride hopefully this week, and probably another couple as well, and I'll film that one for you, and hopefully get a bit of a wriggle on in it, to a point, because it is well policed now. I think it's 60 k's over there now, where it used to be, I don't know, I think it was the open road speed limit if I remember back in the day. Didn't really look. We just rode it or drove it pretty quick. So yeah, I'm going to hopefully do that one this week, because there seems to be some good weather coming up, and I'll just film that, and I'll do a few stops along the way and film that separately, so you can see there's a little place called the Hilltop Tavern, which everyone will know from Christchurch and people that have visited. I think it's closed down now, but we'll get a good look at it and see what's happening with it. I've heard there's a room that's being refurbished, and that's right at the top of the hill. It's about a 9.5k run from the bottom to the top, that classic one called the Christchurch GP. The road through to Akaroa is really lovely, but it's primarily this wee bit of road, which a lot of people I've heard rave about as well from overseas. Especially motorcyclists, they absolutely love it. So yeah, there was a group of guys called, what was their I was listening to them recently, and they were Hogs, Cogs, and two Aussie flogs, and they came over with their partners on their Harleys, and it was such a cool thing to listen to, because they did that road, and they said, they thought they were in heaven. He said, I swear I saw God. He said it was such a beautiful road. He said it was just the best. It was fantastic. He said it was just awesome. So yeah, I think he rates it one of the best roads, even though it was only 9.5 k's. Just that part was just the best of the best, one of the best roads he's ever ridden. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing soon, hopefully this week. And hopefully I can do a bit of a quick run through the twisties as well, without too much traffic in front of me. So yeah, follow along, enjoy, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.